Okay, so let's look at a new problem. Find the volume of the solid generated by revolving the let's see, the shaded region about the given axis. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the graph right now. So as you can see, this is 4, this is 2, this is y equals 4 minus x squared. Okay, and then it's about the x-axis. Okay, about the x-axis. So so apparently this trying to figure out the volume of the revolving solid, and we know that we can have either it's a shell method, right, or the disk or washer method. Okay, so basically those two categories. So in this problem, since I'm revolving about the x-axis, as you can see that, so if you draw a cross section for this, you will see that apparently one of the cross section it's a disk. So it might be better to, or it might be easier to use the disk method to solve for this problem. And okay, so and also keep in mind is when we're using the disk method, the integral will be same as the revolving axis, which is the x-axis. So our integral is going to be from 0 to 2 something dx. Okay, so let's go back to a little bit more details. When we're using the disk method, you know that the cross section it's a disk. Okay, so we need to figure out the radius of a general cross section, and then on top of that we need to figure out the area of this disk, so that we can start to do the integration to figure out the corresponding volume. So back to this graph, as you can see that the radius of this general disk, which is exactly the y, right, expression over here. So our capital R of x, which is exactly 4 minus x squared. Okay, so with that in mind, we can see that the area of a general disk is going to be pi times capital R x squared, which in our problem is going to be pi times 4 minus x squared then square. Okay, so if we expand that, it's going to be pi x to the power of 4 minus 8x squared plus 16. Okay, so this is the general area function for this disk. And then once we have that, we can put it back into our integral, which is pi x to the power of 4 minus 8x squared plus 16. Okay, so yeah, so this is already about the setup for this volume is done. Okay, so all we need to do is to evaluate this definite integral, which you know is pretty standard, right? So so we come to pi here, x4 minus 8x squared plus 16 dx. So this is going to be pi x to the power fifth minus let's see, 8x cubed over 3, right, plus 16x. Okay, and then of course it's from 0 to 2. Okay, it's from 0 to 2. So we can plug into there is going to be 2 to the power fifth, it's 32 over 5. Okay, minus 2 cube is 8. 8 times 8 is 64, so it's 64 over 3. And then plus 16 times 2, which is 32, okay? All right. So once we have that, it's just the baby calculation, right? So we can let them to have the same denominator, which is least common denominator, which is 15. So it's 15. This is 96. This is gonna be 64 times 5 is 320, and 32 times 15, which is gonna give you it's I believe it's blah blah blah. So it's gonna be 480. Okay. So once we have that, then we're gonna have pi. So this is gonna be 96 plus 160 over 15. Turns out this is gonna be 256 pi over 15. Okay. So that is the answer for this problem. Okay. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you.